Deion Sanders and Colorado football have finished the year at 4-8. Okay, after having a spectacular September, starting out 3-0. Okay, beating TCU and Nebraska and who that was, Colorado State, I think, something like that. Okay, thing took a turn for the worse. Okay. In this last game versus Utah, Shador was out, after being injured the previous week. Looks like if he had played, they could have won the game. Okay. But that's not really what people are focusing on. People are focusing on some varying comments from one Deion Sanders. Okay. Comments about the transfer portal and comments about NIL. So we're going to talk about that briefly, okay? We're going to talk about this briefly. But before we do, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I am your homeboy first, and this is the realest, most entertaining show in the game. Put it on something. Again, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share. Put all of your people on it. Also follow me across all social media platforms, okay? But let's get into this, okay? Let's get into this. All right, we know that Deion Sanders has used the transfer portal mightily, okay? When it comes to his Colorado football team, he famously said when he came through the door and met with those guys who were on the team last year, he basically told them they should hit the transfer portal because he was bringing his luggage with him, and it's Liegh. Okay. And that was making reference to the players that he was bringing with him. That some of them, sure enough, did turn out to be Liegh on the Power 5 stage. I would say that when Shador was upright, I would say that Shador was stellar. Okay. I would say that Travis, what he did was spectacular, playing both sides of the ball. Okay. I think what he did as a wide receiver was better than what he did at the cornerback position. Okay. But that kid there, he going league. There's no doubt about it. He going first round. Okay. I think Shiloh played well. Okay. I think Alejandro Mata played well. Okay. Cameron Silman Craig played well. Okay. There's some guys that, really put on. But overall, particularly once the Pac-12 season started, the team struggled. The team struggled. But it was his team. People keep talking about, oh, he took a one-win team and made it four. This is not the same team. Y'all also said, this is new team. How is it such a new team? In large part because of the transfer portal. So when he comes out and says that kids should not be able to flip their recruitment, flip their commitment, I should say, once they have committed to a school that shouldn't be able to go on any more business. I think that's what he said. I want to quote him correctly now. Shouldn't be able to go on any more business after they commit and stuff like that. A lot of people start looking like, hold on. Ain't you the same dude who was, posting the video talking about flip? Because you talking about you flipping recruits. You know what I'm saying? How you talking about flipping recruits, but then say they shouldn't be able to flip? How are you talking about kids not being loyal when you building the program off flipping recruits and off getting kids out of the transfer portal. Then you had the quote about Colorado not being an ATM, that, you know, if you're going to come to Colorado and play, you ain't going to be because you're trying to get rich, try to get a degree and trying to go to the NFL. But then you come back and say, well, you know, we do need giving. You know, you need those boosters to give, because you need these checks to be written, because when you look at the top programs, it comes down to who paying these boys, as it always has. It's just now, it's more so on the surface now. It's like Prime going back and fucking forth. As somebody said, and I need to find the damn tweet because it was hilarious, because I totally got it, okay? He said, is it Uchi Wale Wale or is it one Mike? Now, if you don't know that, that's a reference from the beef between Jay-Z and Nas, okay? And everybody focuses on the songs Takeover and Ether, okay? Those are the two most notable songs from the beef, okay? But Hov did numerous other disses as well, one being Blueprint 2, okay? And in that, he called Nas out for what, and when I say Hov, I'm talking about Jay-Z. He called Nas out for what he perceived to be being hypocritical. Okay? He was saying, Nas, you up here acting like your raps are the fucking civil rights movement, but at the same time, you got these songs talking about women. So he says, is it Uchi Wale Wale or is it one Mike? If you heard Uchi Wale Wale, you know, it's a good record, but it ain't no movement record, just talking shit. You know, one mic is some shit that's all I need is one mic. And you can change the fucking word. Okay. So Hov answer. Is it Uchi Wale Wale or is it one mic? Is it Black Girl Lost or Show That Owe You for Ice? I've been real all my life. They confuse it with conceit. Since I will not lose, they try to help you cheat. Woo, that boy was snapping. But he got a point. The king that tweeted that shit out got a point. God damn it, Prime, which is it? Oh. And that's what motherfuckers like me be talking about. Now y'all getting to see it now. Okay? When that man was here in Jackson, the man said a whole lot of shit like this, that once he bounced, it became clear that this man just be doing double talk, doing double speak. You feel me? And he probably gonna have to stop that shit. He gonna have to stop that shit, because you in this world where your word matters, it's on this recruiting game. Everybody thinking Prime is gonna dominate recruiting because he Prime, and we clearly understand that assumption. Look at the recruiting class he was able to bring in Jack State. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So people expect, with more money at Colorado, that he's going to be able to do even more. But he's competing. He ain't competing against Jackson State for recruits. We had Jack State. Jack State already a blue blood HBCU program. Okay. If you just have a competent coach, they're going to do well in recruiting at Jack State on the HBCU level. But when you have a fucking megawatt celebrity like Prime, oh my God, it's on steroids. When you go to Colorado, you got the megawatt celebrity in Prime, but you ain't got shit else really to rely on. Some of the recruits ain't giving a fuck about them mountains like that. So then you gotta convince these folks they got the money to open up them checkbooks for real, and you got to be a man of your fucking word. You can't be up here doing all this double talk, because you competing with these other programs for these top-notch kids. You feel me? It's like when you out here, you know, I'm a happily married man, okay? But for those of y'all that are still dating and everything like that, if y'all out there and y'all competing for the baddest girls out there, you competing for the baddest bros, like, You can't just get them with anything. You're not just finna think you finna cheap your way to some pussy with them. You're not just finna think you finna double talk your way to some pussy with them. Not with the baddest motherfuckers, and especially if they bad and they got some integrity to them, they got something going for themselves, because that's the kind of players you want. You just want the players that look the part. You want some players that, as he would say, smart, tough, fast, disciplined, with character. Well, goddamn it, if you're gonna get some players that got all that, you got to pay them boys. In this current climate, you got to pay them boys. And you've always had to pay them boys. I'm talking about now in this NIL space, you got to pay them through that. And you can't be giving all these motherfucking mixed messages, man. You just can't do that shit. You got to be consistent. And now some may say, well, these other coaches be giving mixed messages too. True. But them other coaches got the complexion for the connection for the motherfucking protection. They got it. So they can go to them boosters and get that money up off of them and do what they need to do in that bag that they dropping off to them boys. Makes up for their double speak. Makes up for their deficiencies. Because the bags are stupid nice. He gonna have to come on with it. He gonna have to come on with it. And he might. He might. Especially since what they did, a motherfucking obituary for the Pac-12. That was so dumb of the fucking Pac-12. Folks have paid attention to the Pac-12 more this year than at any time, I think, since USC had Reggie Bush out there. Okay. The Pac-12 had the reigning Heisman winner. The Pac-12 had another Heisman candidate in the Penix boy from Washington. You had Oregon doing what it did this year. Okay. You had all these other teams that was fucking ranked at various points of the year in the conference. And you had all these motherfuckers paying attention to the Pac-12 because of Colorado. And now they breaking the shit up. That was dumb as fuck. That was dumb as fuck. But hey, with Colorado moving to the Big 12, and the Big 12 losing Oklahoma and Texas, Big 12 maybe won't be as hard as this year's Pac-12 was. Maybe. I don't know. But things may turn up for them. But this message about the money gonna have to be consistent. All this back and forth shit, the message about the money gonna have to be consistent. Okay? And all this double speak about commits and transfer portals, all that kind of shit. All these coaches finna be using all this double speak against Deion Sanders when they recruit. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna use it against them. They're giving them ammunition to use against them. You gotta tighten up. Because prime or not, I don't know how many mediocre years the motherfucker gonna put up with. I don't. He a legend now. He a legend. He's a legend for being a player. If these folks don't get the results they want, he won't end up being legendary for being a coach. And that's just the real. But we shall see what transpires going forward. Put it on some.
Please subscribe to my daddy's YouTube channel, because the more subscribers he gets, the more attractive he looks to sponsors. The more attractive he looks to sponsors, the more money he can make. And the more money he can make, the more money he can spend on me.